Hey people in YouTube land, Zach Hall back here with another Bible review. And today I've got that Bible review we talked about a little bit earlier that I said it was coming. This is the replacement Bible I had for my Holman ministers. And so we see this is the Holman Bible here. King James Version, large print, ultra thin reference Bible. And it says it's in black premium leather. And we'll get into what type of leather that is. I'm very excited about that. Here's some of the features of the box there. And I'm going to go ahead and take this off. You guys can see the Bible. Comes with 2 ribbons. Here's the back real quick. And so you can see that. Here's a sample of the text. So as you can see, it's their newer font that 2K Denmark came out with. Looks really good. And so we see the features there as well if you want to pause and take a look at that. But we'll go ahead and get the Bible out. And guys, this Bible is amazing. And I mean amazing. Holman did a fantastic job. And I want to just give a shout out to their resource center. I talked to Amy there, and she was very helpful in getting a replacement for this Bible. And she said it was going to take 5 business days to get it shipped out maybe. They got it here in 3. So they did a very good job. Their customer service was friendly, and I'm just thankful for them. And they did a really good job, and they were a pleasure to work with. But we can see here is the Bible. There's my hand compared to it. It's probably a little bit bigger than a hand size. And that's due to the large font. But this leather, guys, is unreal how soft it is. It is so soft to the touch. And the smell. Oh, you can almost smell it right there, can't you? It smells good. Holman, I don't know what they do with their genuine leather covers like this, but they put something on it. It makes it smell so good. It is perimeter stitched. And you can see it's black on this side, red on this side. This is an edge line Bible, guys. So it does have a leather liner here that goes and it's tabbed into the block. And then we can see here on the spine, very well done. Look at that. King James, Holy Bible, and Holman. And I like this. They have their new kind of font out on that. Normally it's the H with the sword, but now they have Holman, and that looks really nice. This Bible has raised hubs, guys. Look at that. Nice pronounced raised hubs. You can see in the back here. This leather is so soft. You can see it just opens up in a very soft cover. Very nice. You can see the grain there on the leather. This rolls right up. And look at this. Goatskin leather, guys, from Holman. I can't believe it. I was blown away when I saw this at my Lifeway store. And then, they didn't have the other minister Bible to replace it. So I asked them for this one. They sent it to me. And this goatskin leather is the best I've felt, guys. It's so soft to the touch. Very flexible. And I just got this out of the box, actually. So this was kind of like an unboxing / Bible review. This is kind of like my first glance at it, too. This is super nice. Super soft leather. You can just see the grain and look at that. How that folds and... Very nice. And it's very well bound. This one's well bound. You can see that there's no gap here between the text block and the leather binding. It's a black headband. Looks very good. The ribbons are black and red. This is going to have silver gilding on the side here. And this is done very well. Normally I don't like silver gilding, but I do like this. This looks very sharp. And it's a very good contrast with the black and red. That looks really good. And then, of course, you have the silver lettering as we saw on the side there. But, man, that spine just looks so good. I love that spine. They did a really good job with this, guys. And this edition just came out like a couple weeks ago. So this is actually the only review on YouTube that I know about. If someone else sees the other one, please let me know. But as far as I know, this is the first one. And I'm excited to do it, guys. This Bible is super awesome. So let's get into it here, okay? So this is Edgeline. And you can see that cover just flops right open from the beginning. I mean, well done. You can see here the corners are well done here. There's a little bit of leather hangover there, but it's not bad. Stitching's done really nice. Corners look really good. And it's tabbed in the block there. So this inside leather cover here comes up in here. It's tabbed into the block. Glued together, which is going to give you extra strength for the Bible. You're going to have your presentation pages here. Certificate of marriage. And then, of course, you're going to have your births, deaths, and all these things like that. Marriages, occasions to remember, and deaths. Then you've got the title page. This title page looks very nice, very presentable, and very clean. And this is Holman's new logo. That's what I meant to say. So beforehand, if you know Holman Bibles, they had just the H with a sword going through the middle. And that was kind of their logo. They rebranded here. And this looks a lot sharper, a lot cleaner. It's a lot more modern as well. You can see it says authorized King James there. And then, of course, they're in Nashville, Tennessee. And if you guys want this, see, this is what I'm talking about. It just came out here. So we have the black genuine leather index, British tan leather touch. So they have all these different ISBNs. And I don't know that they actually have the ISBN for this edition. So let me give that to you guys real quick here, okay? Just so if you want to look it up. Let's see, do they even have it on here? Actually, there it is. So if you want to pause, take a look at the ISBN. Also tells you the price there. It is pricey, guys. $129, but I'm going to get into why I think it would be worth that anyways. But there's the ISBN there for you. Again, it's going to be under black premium leather, even though it says goatskin, and it is a goatskin, very nice goatskin. It's going to be under black premium leather if you look it up. So there's that. Getting back to the Bible, you have the cover page there. We saw the ISBN and all that stuff as well. Then you have your content. So, of course, you're going to have the Old Testament, the New Testament. And then the additional material here we'll go over in the back. And the God's plan for salvation is going to be in the front of this Bible, as we see right here. Very helpful. Even if you're out witnessing or door knocking, this could be a good little short outline to go over someone with about sin, about their sin before God, and how God paid the penalty for that through Jesus Christ. And if they'll believe on Him and trust and repent, they can be saved. Here we have the Old Testament. And so this text block, guys, is going to be Holman's newer Thinline. This text block is older than the cover. So the cover they just came out with, this goatskin, is new. They have never had this on their other Bibles. I think they did on the CSB, but for King James they have never put a goatskin on, especially that's been leather lined. And I think even the CSB is just paste off liner. It's not edge lined, but this one has a leather lining as well. So we can see here the first book of Genesis. And so this font was designed by 2K Denmark for Holman. And it's got references tabbed in here. So you have A, B, C, D, and so on and so forth. They're going to be found here in the center column reference. And it feels like it's about a 10.5 point font. Maybe 11 with the leading, because the leading is very good. The words are not close together. It is line matched, as you can see. The only place it's not line matched is where kind of the paragraph sections or the headings are a little off. But other than that, the words are line matched everywhere. The paper is a little bit thinner, but that's okay. I like the paper. It is easy to churn, very easy to get to where you're going. And I did just buy this Bible, so it needs to be broken in. As you can see, look at that hinge. This is how you know it's really well bound. And that hinge is super tight. On my Holman Minister's Bible, this thing would lay completely flat and like too flat. And I think that was due to the binding issue. But this Bible's well bound. You can see that's kind of resisting. That's because of the stitching, because of how the cover's attached. So it's attached very well. It's going to give you a long life. And once this breaks in from use and actually me going through and breaking in the Bible, then it will lay a lot flatter. But we can see here, very good size. It is a pretty big Bible. And to bring to comparison here, this is the Cambridge Concord. And so if we put that against this, you can kind of see the dimensions there. It's just slightly bigger than the Concord. So just slightly wider and a little bit taller. And you can see the Concord font there. But this is calf split leather from Cambridge. Guys, this Bible will cost you like $140, okay? And it's not even edge lined. And you can see there it's Cambridge. But this Bible from Holman, guys, I mean, seriously, edge line, goatskin. And I'm being dead honest with you when I say this. I like this goatskin better than Cambridge. Cambridge's goatskin. This Bible is very well made, and I like it a lot. The goatskin is very soft. And I like the feel of it a lot better, and it looks better to me than the Cambridge goatskin. But getting back into it, so we have a text here. And so you see how these certain color references will work. they'll start from the top here and then from the bottom, and they'll meet in the middle if there's more cross references. We'll get to a book that has overflowing cross references, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Here is Matthew. We'll go look at this. It is self-pronouncing, so you can see all the names here are going to have those marks. But let me see if I can find a page with the references here. Just going to churn through here. Here we go. So if it has overflowing references, meaning that there's too many in the center column, they're going to go ahead and drop it down here to the bottom right-hand corner of the page. And so then you'll have the other references there. But as you saw as I was flipping through, this edition is not a red letter. Now, if you like this layout, Holman does have red letter editions, but not in the Goatskin yet. So that's something you might have to keep an eye out on. But you can see here we're in John, and this is some of the parts where he's actually speaking. So it's not in red letters. You can see it is a black letter text. Again, the ribbons are very nice. Ribbons, actually, I just took these out, but they're nice, very smooth. They fit the Bible very well, and they're actually treated at the end. So I actually don't have really a worry about these coming undone or starting to fray. Normally I do, and normally what I do with the Bible when I get it is I'll go ahead and hit the ribbons with a little bit of a torch, if you will, or a little lighter, and then crimp it together so that way they will stay together. But Holman did a very good job on those ribbons. And you can see here, there's just a title page. Now, I don't think every book, well, let me check on that. I don't know if every book starts on a new page, but we can certainly check. So here's the end of 1 Corinthians. Let me see if I can get here. Actually, it does. Okay, so every book begins on a new page, guys. So that means that there's a little bit of room at the end of each book, maybe to write some notes or something about a passage. The margins are decently wide. Definitely brings the text out of the gutter, which makes it easier to read. And then, of course, we're going to have this where you can write cross-references or whatever you feel like the Lord lays on your heart at a particular time when you're reading. And so we'll get to the end of Revelation here, and we've got all the helps in the back. So we're going to have an expanded outline, and this is going to be a simplified harmony of the Gospels. And this is actually really cool how they lay it out. So they have an introduction of the good news. So, for example, how every Gospel introduces the Gospel. Mark has a different way, Luke has a different way. And so they have the different references here. And then they'll have the birth and childhood of Jesus during that time of his life. They'll have specific references to that. And this goes for quite a few pages, actually. So you can see this is still going. It's still the outline of the harmony of the Gospels. And then these are the parables here of Jesus. So that's kind of helpful as well. Here we have miracles of our Lord, or miracles of Jesus. And we have messianic prophecies of the Old Testament. So not necessarily just prophecies of Jesus, but also some other fulfilled Old Testament prophecies. So you can see like the throne of David established forever. But then you do have some of these. So a promised Redeemer, declared to be the Son of God, Jesus' resurrection, and hands and feet pierced. So they have all these Old Testament references which are really good to go through and to know. And then you're going to have a King's English, a glossary for the terms used in the King James, which is really nice. So some of the words that may have older meanings, you can just look these up if you're ever reading through and you're stumped. Like, what does that mean? This is actually a pretty in-depth glossary for that. And so you can see it goes there for a while. And then you have your concordance. The concordance is really nice, 3 columns. And you're going to have a lot more references than in the old Holman concordance, that's for sure. It goes for quite a few pages. And actually, this looks like it's going to be a pretty helpful concordance for studying out of. So I'm excited about that. Then, of course, you're going to have the Holman Bible maps. This is actually printed on cardstock paper, and it's non-glossy. So it's really nice. You have the route of the Exodus, of course, the tribes of Israel, and so on and so forth, if you know the Bible maps from Holman. So there's that. And then you get to the back, and of course it is edge-lined again. And just blows my mind again at Holman doing goatskin leather. Man, it's awesome. This Bible is really a gem. It's not thick at all, guys. This Bible is probably an inch thick, being honest with you. It is a thin line. Very easy to handle, and just look at the flop on this thing. It just wants to flop. I mean, you can hold that thing anywhere. We can hold it in the corner here, and it just wants to fall right out of your hand. This thing is really well built. So I'll probably be doing an update on this Bible too, because I definitely want to use this for teaching and preaching. This Bible is really awesome. I like the font. I love the layout. And so might have to do an update of this one, as well as the CBP 120, and do a couple crash tests on those. So keep an eye out for those. But yeah, guys, Goatskin Bible from Holman. Again, I know this review's long, but that's how I do it, man. I just want you guys to know what you're getting when you buy it. Again, this Bible runs $129, so essentially $130. But I'd have to tell you guys that it would be worth the purchase if you can do it, because again, I mean, Holman guarantees all their Bibles for life against any defects. See that right there, lifetime guarantee? And they really do hold up to it, guys. Their customer service is fantastic. I had the Minister's Bible go Tango on me, and they replaced it for free. And they were very helpful, very kind. So you can see there King James, and of course on the back again is the ISBN and then the price. They also have a indexed one if you guys are interested in thumb index. That one is $10 more, though. It's $139. So if you guys get a gift card for Christmas or something that goes towards it, I would definitely encourage you guys to pick up one of these. The leather is unbelievable, guys. So I hope this review is a blessing to you, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on this as I use it. So you guys hope you guys have a great day. Take care, and God bless.